button, the fire. Bubbling, you're bubbling, you're bubbling, it's over. Raise the temperature higher. Bubbling, you're bubbling, you're bubbling, it's closer.
I cannot say what I want to say. I want to say what I want to say. I cannot say what I want to say. I really want to say it. People don't know ya, but they won't judge you. They talking about ya, must be something about you. Smile in your face and talking you bad and making up things that far from the facts. Why you talking and talking and talking about me? I'll be pressing on, doing my thing. I'm telling you, please don't touch me. God don't put you to watch me. He don't like ugly, so tell them keep their eyes off me. Off of me. Keep on talking. Yo capale, vale, 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 vale,
Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Yeah.
telling you, please say what I want to say.
CARIFESTA. CARIFESTA. Barbados. CARIFESTA.
When I'm feeling under the weather, you just make me feel sweet. Ice the cocoa tea, use the sugar, and together we are complete, darling. Heat me up. Only you alone can put fire back in the soul. Heat me up. And they telling me I should leave that fire alone. Well, the more they tell me, the more I'm holding you close. I could never let you go. Miss how she girl, I'm coming home, I will see you again. All day through the night, I'm dreaming. Yeah, miss how she when you turn it up, make it smooth, my darling. When outside is pouring rain, put a button the fire. Bubbling, you're bubbling, you're bubbling, it's over. Raise the temperature higher. Bubbling, you're bubbling, you're bubbling, it's closer.
I cannot say what I want to say. I want to say what I want to say. I cannot say what I want to say. I really want to say it. People don't know ya, but they won't judge you. They talking about ya, must be something about you. Smile in your face and talking you bad and making up things that far from the facts. Why you talking and talking and talking about me? I'll be pressing on,
most spectacular aerial view of the historic Queen's Park right here in beautiful Bridgetown, Barbados. Definitely one of our more envied green spaces. And today, this green space is being transformed into an absolute space of splendor, color, Caribbean goodness, because this is the site for the official opening of CARIFESTA 15. You know how it is when you have been hearing about something for the longest time, and the anticipation has just been building and building and building, and then you finally realize here we are on the grounds, people now filling in the seating, making sure that they have the most envied view in the house. Now, what I can tell you is that you have already seen some people file in with their tools of engagement. Those tools include chairs, fans, coolers, umbrellas, anything to help you survive at least the earliest parts of this evening's proceedings. Now, that right there is one of the best seats in the house, right? You're on the ground, you're on the grass, you've got your used to be frozen treat. It's now liquid because that's the kind of heat we're talking about. But you know what? We didn't come to Barbados to complain about the weather. We came here to absolutely bask cultural expose of some of the biggest names proceedings. Now, that right there is one of the best seats in the house, right? You're on the ground, you're on the grass, you've got your used to be frozen treat. It's now liquid because that's the kind of heat we're talking about. But you know what? We didn't come to Barbados to complain about the weather. We came here to absolutely bask in the sunshine and take in this glorious warmth. There is actually quite the breeze blowing across the grounds as well, but I can understand why people would want to have their umbrellas just to protect them from that extra layer of light so that they have ultimate comfort. The good news is that we all know that sunset will be happening within the next hour, hour and a half or so. And by the time the proceedings actually get started, none of us is going to remember this. So I want to cast your attention now to the Bridgetown environs, where we can see hundreds of participants, many of them our nation's youngest children, taking part in the street parade of nations, of organizations, and really just showing us what we're made of. And they have been coming through from the Jubilee Gardens area in some instances, and in other instances, I believe from Golden Square. But one way or the other, the final destination will be right here at Queen's Park. Now, they've got some other designated areas. We have our dignitaries all in place. People continue to arrive. Naturally, we are going to await the arrival of the Honorable Prime Minister of Barbados and her delegation. other members of the Caribbean delegation from throughout the diaspora. They've got quite the contingent here in Barbados, which is fabulous to watch. I can also see that in some of our camera views, we've had a number of social media influencers who, over the past few weeks, have been doing an absolutely captivating job in capturing our imagination with what we get to look forward to over the next 9 to 10 days. When I tell you chock a block, people's various social media feeds are being inundated, really, with all of the activity. People are sharing the calendars, they're sharing their personal schedules to see where they're going to meet up, how they're going to meet up, where they're going to overlap. And I love this for us, is what I can say. I can also tell you that if you see something, get it now. If it's a ticket to a cultural presentation and it looks remotely interesting, it already is. Get the ticket now. Because what we don't want to hear is, oh my gosh, it's sold out and I don't have. We didn't sign up for disappointment. Okay, you see it, you like it, get the ticket now. Here's the great part though. Lots and lots and lots of events don't even require any kind of purchase whatsoever. You just need to know when to be there and what to expect. That's it. That's the extent of your commitment. What is it? Where is it? What time are we getting there? Simple as that. So even as people are filing in and making their way to get the best vantage point possible, I can tell you that the super concert, just really minutes from here, technically speaking, that is already uh, logistically getting underway. Not the concert itself, but making sure that the last minute pieces are being put together for an incredible cultural expose of some of the biggest names in soca music, because we're starting with one of the biggest super concerts we could have thought of, and that's the soca night. We are fresh off of crop over. Why let Tabanka set in is what I'd say. Don't. So that's why I believe they're starting with the soca super concert. We've got the fabulous sounds of steel pan in the background. We have people setting up. One of those influences I spoke about earlier, there comes Miss Megan Michael. Never misses the camera, never misses a moment. I love this for her and I love it for us. And we are definitely on display between now and the 31st of August. The best of all of us coming together. But we've got to have an official opening ceremony, something that officially says it's go time. We're on show. Go time, show time. That's what we want. What I would really actually love to see, and this is a call now to parents, guardians, and people who have any smaller children in their midst. I don't know when the next CARIFESTA will be rolling into our shores. So the time is now. Bring the children out. This is a perfect opportunity for them to witness their culture on full display and in living color right before their very eyes. This is a perfect moment for them to indulge in what is inherently theirs, their legacy. This belongs to them. You see that little face? That little face needs to be lit up. His and other little faces just like his needs to be lit up with the anticipation of what the future holds for a region like ours. Bring them out. That would be my personal request to you. You don't want to leave this moment out. This is definitely one of those moments that they can walk into the first day of school and exchange with their friends. Were you there? Did you see? Did you get? Did you experience? These are the conversations that they need to be having for years and years to come. They remember when. The opening ceremony is as good a place to start as possible. What I can tell you is that the sun is still very much out. So if you can slather on some good sunscreen on them, bring them in with a hat, bring them in with an umbrella, any kind of protective gear, that's perfectly fine. But I feel that this is definitely where they need to be. I see some getting to their feet. Usually that's an indication that the dignitaries have arrived. And what we're seeing right now is the VIP tent. So, I mean, at the risk of name dropping, which I've never been shy about, we just saw Petra Roach there. Other faces that I have seen in this particular setup, we have seen representatives from Flow who have been playing such an incredible role in the connectivity of our biggest and best cultural festivals throughout the year, from Regathering to Crop Over, definitely CARIFESTA, and no doubt they're going to end the year on a bang. I see that, yes, right there, as I figured, Prime Minister of Barbados, the Honorable Mia Amor Mottley, and she is just all in her splendor with the color. And there's the most senior Motley as well. He has come out looking dapper, and I could imagine how many of these he has been through. There's the Honorable Gaston Brown, the Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda, also in our midst. Welcome, sir. No doubt we have other dignitaries much like that, Caribbean leaders. I know that we have um, special high commissioners. I know we have special ambassadors and other dignitaries in our midst as well. And we are just so, so happy to have the best of the Caribbean with us, celebrating with us for CARIFESTA 2025, otherwise known as CARIFESTA 15. Right now, again, you're getting a wonderful aerial view. I can tell you earlier on, I saw again some of our youngest citizens, and some of them were on what I call their junior stilts. I call them junior stilts because they weren't quite the tall, skyscraping infrastructures that we see. People like Ivy Wilkinson, the OGs of stilt walking. But they were definitely at a stage where they were now learning and getting their feet wet and catching their balance on the stilts. And it will just be a matter of time before they graduate to the OG status and they're able to wear the full regalia. I mean, the costumes, do all of those fancy gravity-defying moves that we often see and wonder about, the ones that require the good knees. You know the one I'm talking about, yeah. And of course, no cultural event worth its salt, or in this case, its syrup, would be complete without our snow cone vendors right here in our midst. I feel like it is a cultural requirement that anytime we come out to events like this, have the snow cone close. If not any other time of the year, definitely times of the year that resemble this. Look at this. People with their cups, with their chosen flavors, and they do, of course, the traditional straw with the little tap, 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 making sure there is proper ice to syrup ratio. It's a skill. For those of you watching online, it's a skill. Getting the right amount of ice and the right amount of syrup, right? That little tap and swish movement, yeah. Inherently us, and I love us for that. So we are bringing as much of the coverage as we can possibly bring to you wherever you are. I do understand that some of this might be televised. Some of this might be on YouTube or some other channel. Wherever you are, we welcome you warmly. And I say warmly on purpose. It is warm out here. So we welcome you warmly to our broadcast and our offering. So let's take a look at what we can actually expect throughout the evening. There will be the presentation of countries as they come through the Queen's Park. I can't wait to see that. We are going to be treated to the CARICOM Anthem. We will be hearing addresses from the Secretary General. Sunrock. Sunrock, if you have never been treated to any of his spoken word pieces, he will deliver poetic justice. I can assure you of that. I don't know what he's going to talk about, but I promise you, those words are going to be entrenched in your soul by the time he is finished. We are going to hear from the President of Suriname. There will be our Prime Minister's address. And of course, we also have cultural presentations that will also be experienced. I see Biggie Irie on this particular schedule. I do see other artists like Mahalia scheduled to be here as well. So it really is going to be the best of the Caribbean on display. And as host country, we cannot wait to lead the charge and welcome you in warmly with open arms. I was in conversation just today with a mother of one of our scholarship winners. By the way, congratulations to our scholarship and exhibition winners. And we were speaking about this cultural component of just being outside and not taking that for granted. Just being able to, oh, look at him waving his flag there from, I believe, that's the Cayman Islands. I stand corrected, but I believe it is. Just the absolute privilege of living in a region where we can just gather among ourselves, among our neighbors, outside. Even the weather has cooperated. And, you know, we have been teased with the possibility of having wetter conditions due to certain systems in the area. But even the systems decided, no, we have other places we can be. Barbados seems busy. Let them have the good weather because we too want to see wonderful things happening for today. We live in a world, of course, of social media. There are so many Instagrammable moments. There is actually, to my immediate right, a massive cylindrical tent with a green screen. And if the name Randy Phillips means anything to anyone, there it is. If Randy Phillips, that name means anything to anyone, see? According to Bridgetown, look at there. Because you know how it is with the 360 camera. We haven't really been to an event unless we have done the 360 camera. So go on over and get your CARIFESTA moment. More than likely, it'll be branded, your photo, your moment will be branded. You and your friends will remember this moment for a very long time. I can actually see Randy right there, just adjusting the camera with his white cap on. He and his staff members, and we'll make sure that you have an absolutely wonderful time. So I strongly encourage you. You can't miss it. Come on out, visit the green screen, and go and catch yourself a good opening ceremony CARIFESTA moment inside the big cylindrical photo studio. The steel pan in the background is just the absolute perfect touch. And I am assured that a little later on in this ceremony, we are also going to have the Barbados Police Service Band. Anybody want to take a guess as to where this gentleman is from? Proudly, the green, yellow, and black. Come on, Jamaica. I understand there is quite a large Jamaican contingency here as well. Let's talk a little bit about the Grand Market. I feel like that should be a stop for everyone, at least once a day. Stop in to see what's new. Make sure you support your regional artisans, your regional entrepreneurs. Make those connections. Network, entrepreneur to entrepreneur, and form those incredible connections that need to go on long past CARIFESTA 15. Start to form your own communities, because I think this is where the real success story of any CARIFESTA lies, but particularly CARIFESTA 15, right here in Barbados. It opens today. It goes straight down to August 31st, and it is going to be chock-a-block. The National Cultural Foundation has quite the ambitious task on their hands, but with all of their partners, all of their resources, I know we are in for quite the ride over the next 9 to 10 days. And we are just so happy to be able to bring it to you right here in full and in living color. You know what? Say what you like. 2025 is going to have to go down as the year of the cowboy hat and those boots on the ground. You know, Beyonce, take a bow. Girl, you did it. That's all I'm going to say. Cowboy hats and boots on the ground. This is where we are. But I can tell you right now, that cowboy hat's going to start to make a lot of sense very, very quickly. The sun is still very much overhead, and it will be here in our midst for at least another hour to an hour and a half. It's not going to be the 3 o'clock sun that our grandparents warned us not to go out into, because that's when it's hottest during the day. But it will be here. It will be here. Hello, darlings. How are you? Nothing like catching yourselves on the big screen. Yes. That's what they wanted at the Coldplay concert. They didn't quite get this innocence and beauty. This man is still waving. He is a veteran. I absolutely love it. Good for him. And they may very well be from a part of this entire delegation. There's the Barbados flag out in its full splendor. Somebody's making sure that they're going to head to jazz night, I hope. The flyers. By the way, go online and you'll be able to see and potentially even download a calendar of a list of events. Now, it might not be listed as in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I think what they have done is they have grouped them according to your particular interest. So if you share an interest in the performing arts, there's a full calendar for that, so you can look for that. If you have an interest in the workshops, and there are plenty of free workshops being hosted, look for that particular calendar. Same thing with music. Look for that particular calendar. Film, you know which calendar to look for. So, yeah, I think they have it listed like that, and that way you can kind of get a very good glimpse of all of the offerings. But as I said, the Grand Market is something that is going to be open on a daily basis, I believe from 10 a.m. till 10 p.m. So whether you take your lunch hour, whether you use your weekend, whether you decide to make it your after-work stop before going home, definitely make sure that the Grand Market is on your individual schedule on a day-to-day basis. I don't know where this gentleman got this particular shirt, but that is a magnificent sight. And you can get all kinds of apparel, jewelry. The artisans have come out with things like candles, They've come out with the body butters, the fragrances, the natural and botanical oils. They brought it all to market, literally and figuratively, which is why I strongly encourage you to visit that particular grand market on a daily basis. It is in Waterford, and all you have to do is turn through. I believe people are describing it as turning through where they usually have the kennel competitions, the dog competitions, and that area over there. That's the area you need to be in. That's been completely transformed just for you. More members of the Jamaica delegation coming on through. We've got plenty of seating, so there's definitely some place for everyone. So you can feel free to come out in your entire families. Trust me, there's no shyness with the chairs that have been put down. Now, this is also what I'm enjoying. We've got, again, some of our youngest citizens capturing all of the events by way of broadcast or by way of filming to make sure that we get to project these fabulous, fabulous scenes throughout the rest of the world. Barbados is definitely where you want to be right about now. I dare say there's still time. Book your flights. Come on down. Get you some goodness. Some goodness. Even as the patrons file in, hopefully soon we'll be able to see the parade members who have entertained Bridgetown, no doubt. And I hope for those of you who might be listening, perhaps on radio or some other device, I hope you gave them good support in Bridgetown as they came through the city. I love the colors. That's all I'm going to say. From the body work to the hair to the darkers, everything. Speaking of the body work, when I saw on the calendar that there is an actual tattoo, like a master tattoo competition, I thought, okay, you've got my attention. And I hope that lady plans to visit on that day to watch our professionals at work in full glory. Look at Dad telling her, look at you, you're on TV, cutie. You're on TV. She's like, yeah, interesting times. I just want to snuggle. So cute. But again, I urge you, bring the kids. They will be absolutely fine. And again, not only a fabulous evening, but it is one of those moments that they're going to look back and remember for a long, long time and be able one day to appreciate that, you know what? I was there. I was there at the opening ceremony for CARIFESTA 15 right here in Barbados. Caribbean Roots, Global Excellence, and I was part of both. Only moments ago, in front of us was a complete sea of white chairs. I'm very, very happy to see that those chairs are now being filled by some very colorful bodies and their umbrellas, and that we are looking forward to having some fullness in front of us. As the dignitaries' tent, um, they are currently on their feet, and I am going to assume that any moment now, the official ceremony will begin. Hello there! Bring the children. I believe that we are going to have the playing of the national anthem very, very soon. There's a hush that has fallen across Queen's Park. That's usually an indication that we are about to begin. So I will add to that hush as we await the next movements happening right here at the Queen's Park in beautiful Bridgetown, Barbados. Again, one of our most envied green spaces in Bridgetown. Come and see your Queen's Park in all its splendor. So it is my understanding that the acting president, Dean Jeffrey Gibson, of the St. Michael's Cathedral, has made his arrival. Yes, acting because he is in place of President Dame Sandra Mason. Um, those who were standing just now just resumed their seating position. So, yes, as I figured, we're about to begin as we stand for the national anthem of Barbados. Their way throughout Barbados. Right now, you can see an aerial view, one of the tallest points, if not the tallest point in Barbados, but certainly in Bridgetown. The central bank of Barbados is very, very visible there in the background. We can see that the parade has started to make its way through the gates of Queen's Park. The Barbados Police Band is visible, if not to you yet, definitely to me. So that music that you are hearing is definitely being provided by our Barbados Police Service Band. Again, one of the most enviable musical units on the planet. I say so, and I stand by what I say. There you go. Fully uniformed, fully in sync. You can definitely see the police band making their way now through the gates to thunderous applause, to wonderful cheers. When I tell you that they have a fan base like none other, they have a fan base like none other. Replicating one of the most popular songs by Spice and Company, because who doesn't like a good conga line any time of the year? This is phenomenal stuff. The Parade of Nations coming through. I see St. Kitts and Nevis coming through. There's the flag of St. Lucia with their signature piton against a background of blue, colored in black and yellow, as their young, fresh faces eagerly and excitedly represent their member nations. You are going to see the flag of Dominica come through very shortly. And here we are. And here we are. They've got from the smallest flags to the largest flags. But all the flags will be coming through. Look at the timing. Look at the precision. Not a beat drop, not a note missed. That is pure Caribbean talent. As they come across the official logoed stage for CARIFESTA 15 and will no doubt take their rightful position on the stage for the remainder of the parade. We see the flags of Trinidad and Tobago. You can see the flags of Jamaica in the background as well.
Nothing sweeter than the police band of Barbados. Give them a big hand, people.
Now there's a voice that I just love to hear.
Welcome to CARIFESTA 15.
The legendary Julian Rogers on stage.
I'm Julian Rogers, and I'm sharing the stage today with a sister out of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, Josanne Leonard.
Josanne
Good
Leonard.
afternoon, Barbados. Good afternoon to the entire Caribbean. Good afternoon to all friends near and far as you follow us online, on the platforms. I mean, we know that we're all over the place for CARIFESTA 15, Julian, and I'm so happy as a Caribbean. Big love to all of you. Thank you so much for hosting Barbados, for hosting us all here in your beautiful country.
And Barbados just send out a welcome, a sound to the rest of the region. Tell them that they're welcome to join us now for CARIFESTA 15.
Right, it's a live show, Julian, so you know we're going to be getting all kinds of little cues and so, but my friend came in this week, Julian Rogers, and he's an honorary Trinbagonian, but then he's an honorary Caribbean man. All of you in Barbados know that because he's all over this region. But this is a really special time for us, a time when we as Caribbean people, Julian, we come together, and this is our ultimate, ultimate celebration, CARIFESTA.
And the celebration is like wrapping all the carnivals of the Caribbean together in one giant event. And this is an event really that celebrates not just food, not just music, it celebrates our intellect and much more. Any aspect of our existence in the region that we identify as distinctly Caribbean is what is represented in this festival. And we're very happy that you're all here to attend this and that you will track all the events over the next 10 days happening across Barbados.
You know, Julian, we have to give real prags, as we say. We have 2,500 delegates from all over the Caribbean and Central and Latin America coming to be part of the artistic delegations and visitors as well from Africa. And that's a pretty amazing feat for CARIFESTA 15.
And so we are going to allow you to really welcome the contributing countries of CARIFESTA 15. So make way and give them all a very special welcome to Barbados and CARIFESTA 15.
What country is this? This is Lucia. Who them is? I know who them is.
And we're very happy to welcome the Federation of St. Kitts Nevis, the home of Ellie Matt. And one of the fastest people in the world at one time, the man they celebrate as Colin. Followed by the Nature Isle, Dominica. Dears Dominique, the land of Alwyn Bully. Next up, St. Lucia was there. And now we have GT comes to BG. Okay, coming up now.
And coming up the rev from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago.
The man David Rudder comes from TNT. This is Jamaica. Bob Marley.
Actually, Julian, that's only a little part of Jamaica.
A little part of Jamaica, definitely.
They get parted down on the track.
Turks and Caicos.
And here comes Julian. Here comes Anguilla.
And those you saw on the stage were mixed youth groups from those countries. But here comes Anguilla. The Ronald Webster Defiance of Anguilla. That's your great uncle? Fantastic.
A follows A and A follows B.
Yes.
Here we come with where Julian used to live, Antigua and Barbuda.
110 square miles make beauty. This is Antigua and Barbuda, the home of Claudette Peters and the intrepid girls who crossed the Atlantic and the Pacific.
And Burning Flame, who's actually here for the big super concert. Burning Flame, big up.
White sand, big sand beaches of Barbuda.
You know, Julian, there's a lot of steel band and so in the competition in the CARIFESTA. I'm the winning steel band for many, many, many years. It's celebrating how many years. You know Hell's Gate. So Hell's Gate is also in the house.
There's Antigua and Barbuda for you. They just had their carnival, same time we had crop over in Barbados. And they're jamming still. And I'm proud to introduce the next country on the stage here at CARIFESTA 15, where I now live. Let's welcome Belize. From Corozal to Punta Gorda, it's Belize on the stage. Show them, show them.
Yesterday we had one of the Belizean artists in for the CARIFESTA link-up from the Garifuna. He's here, I just saw him. Chico Ramos.
One of the best.
Punta Rock.
On your mark, get set, go. Move your waistline, girl, bubble it. Bring your pants front, come make me trouble it. Do the find the right, girl, jiggle it. Push back, come give me it. Me love all the way how you're twerking. The way your body move, it's a working. All them man, them a breathe, them a lurking. Waistline, catch up on fireplace burning.
And Hurricane Erin could not stop Bermuda from coming to CARIFESTA 15. Here they come, putting everything together. You recognize this jumbie band from Bermuda.
These are the Gombe dancers from Bermuda.
And there we go then with Bermuda going off the stage and making way for a set of islands. If you ever go to the British Virgin Islands, when you get up in the morning, you'll see another island offshore. So here we are with the British Virgin Islands at the Parade of Nations. And like a good carnival, some bands stay on the stage far longer. But here they are, the BVIs. They've got some of the fastest runners in the world these days. The BVI. You land at Virgin Gorda and you head all over those islands. How about that?
Finally, now I can get a chance to link up with my friends and dance across the stage again.
And we're still in the Northern Caribbean, Julian. And listen, people in Barbados, clap. Welcome the people as they go across the stage. This delegation coming up representing the Cayman Islands. And Julian, just before we welcome the Cayman Islands on, the U.S. Virgin Islands are also part of the Virgin Islands contingent.
There we go. All the islands together. They love as a family, both the U.S. and the British Virgin Islands. The two flag people at the end there, that is the U.S. Virgin Islands. And if you go really far north in the Caribbean, you'll come up with the Cayman Islands. Grand Cayman, Cayman Brat, and Little Cayman. All together now. You got it right. They've got a Georgetown, not to be confused with Georgetown, Guyana. Welcome Cayman Islands on the stage now.
And you know, Julian, part of what we saw with some of the delegations that went before, and now with the Cayman Islands, we saw youngsters in uniform. And that's because for this CARIFESTA, there's a very, very unique thing that is happening with the Prime Minister's CARIFESTA Student Jamboree, where just about 300 students, and they're in the delegation, they're from Cayman as well, who are here to kind of bond with each other. They're in a jamboree-style camp, and they are actually here to participate in everything CARIFESTA. 5th and 6th formers, that's 15, 16, 17. And we're so glad that they could be here with us. Give them a round of applause, Barbados. Or they're sitting down too quiet. So Cayman gives way to our beautiful sister Caribbean to the north. Let's welcome beautiful Cuba.
Remember, a lot of Bajans went to Cuba many decades ago, and they returned in recent times. We have an outstanding representative there in Dr. Sharon Marshall, and here they are, just representing at this point, but we'll get the full feel of Cuba and their delegation throughout the festival. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Cuba from Havana. And now, coming to the big stage at CARIFESTA 15 from Dominica, the Commonwealth of Dominica. This is the real thing now. The Kalinago have arrived. The longest surviving Carib population in the Caribbean from the Commonwealth of Dominica. representatives of the Nature Isle of Dominica. Straight out of the Waitakabuli Trail. Alwyn Bully would have been proud of this representation today. And I'm sure that Raymond Lawrence, the former Director of Culture, is also very proud of the representation of the Commonwealth of Dominica at CARIFESTA 15.
And ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the Spice Isle of the Caribbean. Let's put our hands together for Grenada. Fresh out of their Spice Carnival. And this looks like a bit of a theatrical performance here with the devils and the jab jab. Yeah.
The real jab jab.
Real jab jab.
It's a CARIFESTA. The conch shell call of Grenada. The home of Oil Down, their national dish. It is not what you think unless you've had it. Not just the home of spices. And they got a wicked set of soca. And of course, from Grenada, a man who's celebrating his 90th birthday today, well, earlier last month, the Mighty Sparrow, coming out of Grenada as well. And from the oil down of Grenada to the oil down in the ocean of Guyana.
150 strong here at CARIFESTA 15. And what a beautiful, beautiful, oh my God. Well, I ought to keep my mouth quiet now. Mashramani.
Mash! Mash! There you got a taste of Guyanese Carnival, which is they call the Mashramani, which they celebrate in February every year as part of the celebration of the Cooperative Republic's independence. So there you go, Mashramani. Big hand for Guyana. That's a pepper pot for you. Little casserole in the middle.
And some garlic pork. And some metachi. And the drums are drumming for the people who are proud, bold in the black, the green, and the gold. This is Jamaica.
Jamaica in the house, people. Memories of Mento. And the Baptist moves from Jamaica. The Kumina.
You know this lady here, big hug on Lanternette Steins, all my days. The Grand Dame of Dance, bringing up the rear, like our Beryl McBurney. Yep, Jamaica.
The land of wood and water. Land of Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, Bolt, Shirley Ann Fraser. I could go on and on. Internationally recognized as one of the best.
And here we go. We go further south now. We're going to go central. And these are our friends from Panama, where Barbados has so many links and ties. And we're so happy. Barbados, welcome Panama.
Royalty in the house, for sure. You must visit the Panama Canal and see the work of many people from across the Caribbean who made it all happen. Blood, sweat, and tears, by the way.
The Helen of the West Indies is coming, Julian. The Helen.
Not only that, the home of Juju, St. Lucia! Juju, the fastest woman in the world these days. Have to be in St. Lucia for their festivals. Note I said festivals, okay? From Vieux-Fort to Castries to Anse-Lorraine, they're all here from St. Lucia. Country that gave us 2 Nobel laureates. Talking about
Derek Walcott.
Yeah, an economist.
Sir Arthur Lewis.
There you go. So if you go up to the Morn, you'll see it all there. In memory of these 2 giants of the world community.
Did we say we have over 2,500 delegates from across the Caribbean and other nations?
And counting.
And counting.
I'm sure many people are going to jump on the air or whatever to get here once they see this parade of nations. Welcome again, everybody. Team St. Lucia. And the next delegation comes from, they got to Barbados via the Queen Juliana Airport. They've recovered from hurricanes of recent years, and they've come to show us their style, and that they've recovered in good way. So let's welcome, my friends, the Dutch part of St. Martin and the French side as well. We got one island, two countries. Let's welcome French and Dutch. St. Martin, or Saint-Martin. Saint-Martin and St. Martin. Two countries living side by side peacefully on one island. There's another one, but we'll tell you about that little later on, right? Let's go to our neighbors, real neighbors to Barbados. None other than St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Bequia, Union Island, Mustique, it's all here. I'm a Vinci.
Union Island.
And the chorus is 784. That's their code. We're on the Saints now. We've done St. Lucia. We've done St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Stand by for another Saint. St. Vincent and the Grenadines have produced Shakeen and Beckett, Skinny Fabulous, and many more.
We say another saint. We're staying with the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States, all these countries that make up the OECS. Put your hands together, Barbados, for Saint Kitts and Nevis.
St. Kitts and Nevis, one of two countries in our Caribbean archipelago celebrating Carnival at Christmas. The other, of course, is Montserrat. So that's the other Bastère. Nevis with its cloud of, looks like snow on the mountain. And St. Kitts with its Brimstone Hill.
What is really lovely, Julian, is seeing in the crowd, people come out with their posses, they come out with their country flags, and they're waving them really nice and high. It's a great shot, too. Now we're going down to South America. We're going to visit, we saw Guyana. Now we're going to visit one of our other South American CARICOM neighbors. Barbados, put it up for Suriname!
Suriname in the house. From Paramaribo to Bridgetown. We move from South America. We're heading north again, this time to a group of islands. And when I say group, I should really explain what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about hundreds of islands, 700 islands at least in one grouping. We are talking, ladies and gentlemen, about the Bahamas! Islands and Keys, Nassau, Grand Bahama, Freeport, Abaco, Little Abaco, the Family Islands, you got it. The code is 242. It's the Bahamas. I have to tell you that this next delegation packed up the engine room. They've got the engine room across the seas. Am I correct? Yeah. They've got the band. They've got Michelle somewhere in the back behind there, and much more. Ladies and gentlemen, the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago, turning the stage of CARIFESTA 15 into the Queen's Park Savannah stage, where bands take a long time to go off. And this is a whole set of Trinis who just arrived from Port of Spain, from Piarco to Grantley Adams International, running on to join the party on the road with Michelle Montano.
They're all part of that student jamboree you were talking about. And we're told that Paul Keens Douglas has just arrived as well. We want to give a big round of applause to Paul Keens Douglas as well. And absolutely going across the stage, Paul, Tanti Mull, and she whole posse here in Barbados.
There you got it. Trinidad and Tobago, and the last part of that delegation coming in, of course, the young people who are making a very special effort to be part of CARIFESTA 15. Well, I don't know what to say at this point, except that I'm very happy to be home and very happy to be here to introduce CARIFESTA 15 to the rest of the world, and especially to give you the opportunity of introducing the next
delegation, the host country of CARIFESTA 15. Barbados, on your feet, on your feet. Welcome. This is Barbados.
100% Bajan. Yeah. This one don't have in no guitar, like the keyboard strum. We don't have no bass man. Going boom, 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 boom. Look, this one for the whole, and this one for the young. So anytime you see we coming down, 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 we talking around. Stop, we talking around. I can with the big boom bang pushing back. We talking it, and bad man ready for the attack. We talking it, you could hear we from all of the gap. We talking it, and the snail just going. Ready to ask about this murder, this rhythm that you have further. First, second, and third, and we come to push it further. What? Big up every top man, Puka, Juanita, and Watson. I feel frog and fat man, Cabell cover and dapper, and all of me is Bajan. Mr. Bartender, pass me the rum. We talking it, don't let folk nobody give them some. We talking it, bottle empty, bring another rum. We talking it, this one for the whole, and this one for the young. So anytime you see we coming down, 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 we talking around. Stop, we talking around. This one don't have no guitar, like the keyboard strum. We don't have no bass man, going boom, 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 boom. Look, this one for the whole, and this one for the young. So anytime you see we coming down, 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 we talking around. Stop, we talking around. I can with the big boom bang pushing back. We talking it, and bad man ready for the attack. We talking it, you could hear we from all of the gap. We talking it, and the snail just going. Everybody talking true, landship them talking too, rebels them talking too, Mother Sally she talking too. Everybody talking too, talking all them talking you. Talking, talking, talking. 100% BHN, jump, jump.
You're getting the best of Barbados now. You hear that truck band? You hear that penny whistle? Hear those drums? And of course, these stilt walkers. The young people keeping the tradition alive.
And you know, Julian, this is one of the big things that happened in this CARIFESTA, that there were people who worked with the Bajans, perfected the stilt walking, and it's like 200 odd to 300 stilt walkers part of the Barbadian delegation that is over 700 strong for CARIFESTA.
And I'm sure you can see the towering figure, part of the folklore of Barbados, the Heart Man. When they say the Heart Man is around, you run and hide under your bed.
This rhythm that you have further, first, second, and third, and we come to push it further.
You're afraid the Heart Man and the Steel Donkey.
All of me is vision. Mr. Bartender, pass me the rum. We talking it. Don't let folk nobody give them some.
On the center stage right now is the Heart Man.
We talking it. This one for the whole, and this one for the young. So anytime you see we coming down, 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 we talking around. Stop. We talking around. This one don't have no guitar, like the keyboard strum. We don't have the bass man, going pum 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 pum. Look, this one for the whole, and this one for the young. So anytime you see we coming down, 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 we talking around. Stop, we talking around. I'll be the big bumper pushing back. We talking it, and bad man ready for the attack. We talking it, you can hear me from all of the gap. We talking it, and the snail just going. Everybody talking true, landship them talking too, rebels them talking too, Mother Sally she talking too, everybody talking too, talking all them talking you, talking, 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 100% creation,
Might be wondering who those two characters in the back. Let me tell you, they're outstanding crop over costume makers, band leaders, Gwen Squires and Winston Jordan, represented in the two characters in the back of the Stilt Walkers. So give them a big hand, people. Salute. And you're going to see another outstanding element of the Barbadian cultural heritage very soon in the land ship. Water's getting rough around here.
We talking around, I can be the big bumper pushing back. We talking it, and bad man ready for the attack. We talking it, you can hear me from all of the gap. We talking it, and the snail just going. Really talk myself about this murder, this rhythm that you have further. First, second, and third, and we come to push it further. What? Big up every top man, Puka, Juanita, and Watson. I feel frog and fat man, travel cover and dapper, and all of me is vision. Mr. Bartender, pass me the rum. We talking it, don't let folk nobody give them some. We talking it, bottle empty, bring another rum. We talking it, this one for the whole, and this one for the young. So anytime you see we coming down, 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 we talking around.
On stage, the popular top band.
We talking around.
There is Punka.
This one don't have no guitar, like the keyboard strum. We don't have no bass man, going pum 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 pum. Look, this one for the whole, and this one for the young. So anytime you see we coming down, 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 we talking around. Stop, we talking around. I can be the big bumper pushing back. We talking it, and bad man ready for the attack. We talking it, you can hear me from all of the gap. We talking it, and the snail just going. Everybody talking true, landship them talking too, rebels them talking too, Mother Sally she talking too, everybody talking too, talking all them talking you, talking, talking.
Make way on the main stage now for the land ship. Here they come. Seas may be rough. Watch it. The Barbados land ship.
100% Pigeon. This one don't have no guitar.
And these are the youngsters that we keep training to ensure that this tradition lives on.
And this one for the young. So anytime you see we
Landship flaggers, Julian. That's who we're seeing center stage right now. The landship flaggers.
We talking around, carry the big bumper, push him back. We talking it, I'm bad man ready for the attack. We talking it, you could hear me from all of the gap. We talking it, and the snail just going. Ready to ask about this murder, this rhythm that you have further. First, second, and third, and we come to push it further. What? Big up every top man, Puka, Juanita, and Watson. I feel frog and fat man, Cable cover and dapper, and all of me is vision. Mr. Bartender, pass me the rum. We talking it. Don't let folk nobody give them some. We talking it. Bottle empty, bring another.
A taste of crop over on the main stage.
This one for the whole, and this one for the young.
With the landship flag.
Can you see we coming down, down?
But now,
We talking around. Stop. We talking around. This one don't have no guitar, like the keyboard strum. We don't have no bass man, going pum 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 pum. Look, this one for the whole, and this one for the young. So anytime you see we coming down, 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 we talking around.
and the Admiral leading the land ship.
We talking around.
Here they come.
The big bumper pushing back. We talking it, I'm bad man ready for the attack. We talking it, you could hear me from all of the gap. We talking it, and the snail just going. Everybody talking true, landship them talking too, rebels them talking too, Mother Sally she talking too. Everybody talking too, talking all them talking you. Talking, talking, talking. 100% Pigeon, jump, jump. This one don't have no guitar, like the keyboard strum. We don't have the bass line, going boom, 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 boom. Look, this one for the whole, and this one for the young. So anytime you see we coming down, 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 we talking around. Stop, we talking around. Carry the big bumper pushing back. We talking it, I'm bad man ready for the attack. We talking it, you could hear me from all of the gap. We talking it, and the snail just going. Ready to ask about this murder, this rhythm that you are further.
And keeping the land ship tradition alive, the community land ships, there are 5 of these units in the communities across Barbados, and you'll see the youngsters at the back of this presentation.
Mr. Bartender, pass me the rum. We talking it, don't let folk nobody give them some. We talking it, bottle empty, bring another rum. We talking it, this one for
This is the maypole. You'll see it every bank holiday as the land ship does their routines across Barbados. Coming up, Mother Sally, Shaggy Bear, here comes Mother Sally. Oh Lord.
And right behind Mother Sally's, we have the Heritage Games of Barbados, Julian. Boy, is the Barbados contingent so ever so strong here.
Coming up, the Heritage Games of Barbados, everything from Worry, and of course, a very big and very popular is dominoes and draft. And you're moving from the DJ on the stage to a real band on the stage here at CARIFESTA 15 as we continue to show why Barbados is host, bringing everything together and giving you a chance to really, really enjoy this festival. Here we go. But we have an extra special treat for you. You've seen the nations of the Caribbean on this stage at CARIFESTA 15. From the Bahamas and Cayman and Turks and Caicos in the north, all the way to Guyana and Suriname in the south, and Trinidad and Tobago and St. Lucia and St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and Dominica and Antigua and Barbuda, and St. Kitts and Nevis, and the Virgin Islands, and Anguilla, and St. Martin, both French and Dutch. What else is left?
What is
we
left?
We need to bring you our guest from beyond the Caribbean waters. Go.
Lovely, lovely for our friends across North America. We see Curacao. We see France. We see Ghana. We see the United Kingdom. We see Mexico. We see Haiti. We see Martinique. We see Guadeloupe. Across the continents to Nigeria, we saw Ghana. Venezuela, to the north, the big US of A. And right here in the Caribbean Sea, the Turks and Caicos. Barbados,
welcome.
Give it up.
That is fantastic.
Welcome.
We covered everybody.
Where the moon
Yep,
and the stars.
we definitely covered everybody. So we need to get back to the main stage ourselves and do the next bit of hosting on behalf of CARIFESTA 15.
If they're just tuning in, Julian, for those of you live, but we know we have like 50 odd broadcasters and online platforms from around the region and further afield actually being part of this big celebration. So Barbados, give a big shout out to our friends who are online and tuning in. Shout them out.
We want them to hear you, so come on. It's got to be better than that. Welcome everybody to Barbados, wherever they are in the rest of the world, for CARIFESTA 15.
So now we come to the part where the lady who's been at the head of this big effort here in Barbados, the CEO of the National Cultural Foundation and the festival director for CARIFESTA 15, hosted by the government and you, the people of Barbados. Put your hands together and welcome Carol Roberts.
His Excellency, Dr. the Reverend Jeffrey Gibson, Acting President of Barbados, and Mrs. Gibson, the Honorable Mia Amor Mottley, Prime Minister of Barbados, His Excellency General Umaro Embalo, President of the Republic of Guinea-Bissau, His Excellency Mr. Francia Marquez, Vice President of Colombia, His Excellency Mr. Dele Rodriguez, Vice President of Venezuela, Dr. the Honorable Ralph Gonsalves, Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the Honorable Gaston Brown, Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda, Dr. the Honorable Terrace Drew, Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, Ms. Susie Carmita Romer, former Prime Minister of the Netherlands Antilles, members of the Cabinet of Barbados, visiting ministers of government from the Bahamas, Bermuda, the Cayman Islands, Grenada, Cuba, Haiti, Panama, Rwanda, Suriname, and Venezuela. Members of the diplomatic corps, including heads and representatives of regional and international organizations and the University of the West Indies. Members of the judiciary of Barbados. Members of the Senate and House of Representatives of the Parliament of Barbados. Senior officials of the government of Barbados. All delegates from CARIFESTA participating countries. Members of the local, regional, and international media, all distinguished ladies and gentlemen, happy CARIFESTA. On behalf of the National Cultural Foundation, the Government of Barbados, and our partners across the region, it is my honor and privilege to welcome you officially to CARIFESTA 15 right here in Queen's Park under the theme Caribbean Roots Global Excellence. Now that theme is more than words. It is our story. It is where we have come from, where we are today, and where we are going as a region. We are a people whose roots run deep, from the beat of the drum and the sway of the dance to the resilience etched in our history. Our ancestors gifted us traditions that continue to nourish our creativity and shape our identity. CARIFESTA was born in 1972, and out of that shared spirit, a festival created to celebrate our heroes, our myths, our language, and our art. These roots are strong, and they bind us as one Caribbean family. And here we are today together in this vibrant moment here in Barbados. We gather not only as neighbors, but as one community of islands, large and small, proudly showcasing our brilliance to the world. Over the next 10 days, CARIFESTA will bring that brilliance to life. 10 days, 366 events, 34 participating countries, and one very, very good time. Tonight, we open with the super concert at the Richard Stowe Amphitheater, led by Nicholas Branker and an all-star CARIFESTA band. Tomorrow, the world-renowned Alvin Ailey II Dance Company graces the stage at the Frank Collmer Hall. And in the days ahead, we will journey through reggae, world beat, Caribbean, jazz and fusion, spooge, vintage kaiso, with icons like Baron, Short Shirt, Gypsy, and of course, the best of Barbados. And yet, CARIFESTA is not just about performance, it is about legacy. It is about what we are building for the future. And this year, we invested in training hundreds of our young technicians. You did see the Mocha Jumbies, dancers, and everyone in between. We are building venues that will serve for generations. We are embracing new tools from AI and holograms to solar-powered stages, proving that Caribbean innovation is bold, sustainable, and globally relevant. And we are also talking to each other through big conversations about reparations and climate resilience, about sustainability, about the future of our youth. And at this point, I want you to join me in welcoming over 350 young people from all across the Caribbean. They're right over there in their t-shirts. Let's hear it for them. And they have joined us, to experience all of the magic and the celebration of CARIFESTA. And so in closing, let us open this festival with joy, with pride, with reverence, and a spirit of togetherness. Let us honor where we were, celebrate where we are, and boldly step into where we are going. Because this is CARIFESTA 15. This is our Caribbean, rooted in history, brilliant in the present, and destined for more global excellence. Welcome to Barbados. Welcome to CARIFESTA 15. Let the celebrations begin. Thank you.
There you got it, ladies and gentlemen. That's the biggest welcome you'll get so far, because we're going to keep on welcoming you to every aspect of CARIFESTA 15. I want to take a time to say a special welcome to a number of people who've been texting me from all over the Caribbean. They're very surprised to see that I'm in Barbados. I mean, what's wrong with you guys? I was born here. I mean, yes, you know, Trinidad is my home. Antigua, Barbuda is my home. Montserrat is my home. Belize is my home. Bahamas is my home. Every one of these Caribbean countries is my home. That's why they call me the Caribbean man. So let's all be Caribbean people. And we got a real treat for you, another treat, in fact, because a young lady is coming to this stage not to talk like Carolyn, myself, and Joanne, but to sing. She is an outstanding songbird. She has warmed the hearts of audiences not only here in Barbados, but across the Caribbean and North America and Europe as well. I want all of you, wherever you're coming from across the Caribbean and beyond, to welcome Barbados's big star, Nikita.
From many distant lands, our forefathers came, some seeking adventure, and some bound in chains. Through battles waged and fought, through victory and pain, by test of their courage, our freedom was gained. So in homage to those gone before us, the heroes of lands and the sun, we vow to join hands and to focus on building one Caribbean. Raise your voices high, sing up your Caribbean pride, sing it loud and strong, feel your heartbeat as one. Celebrate in song as we rise to as we belong. Sound the victory drum for CARIFESTA. Though great and diverse be our ethnicities, the bonds that unite us are stronger than these. We dine, we pray, we love, we dance and we play, we relate to each other the West Indian way. So today as a people united, determined and steadfast we stand. We look to a brand new horizon, the future now firmly in our hands. Raise your voices high, sing up your Caribbean pride, sing it loud and strong, feel your heart beat as one. Celebrate in song as we rise to heights where we belong. Sound the victory drum for CARIFESTA. Happy CARIFESTA, everybody! Let's clap, come! Open, you say CARIFESTA. Hello, hello, hey! Open, you say CARIFESTA. Wave, raise your voices high, sing up your Caribbean pride, sing it loud and strong, feel your heartbeat as one. This side, celebrate in song as we rise to heights where we belong. Sound your victory drum for CARIFESTA. Keep clapping. Hey, there you go. Open, you say CARIFESTA. Thank you. Happy CARIFESTA.
I said a lot of things earlier, and one of the things I should have said was that every one of our countries has an anthem, but that is the CARICOM anthem, performed by Nikita. Give her one more big rousing.
And applause that beautiful live band, the festival band.
Give them a big hand.
A big hand for the band, live music with Nikita. And we're just rolling along with the formal part of the proceedings. We know you're having a great time. We're welcoming all of you here at Queen's Park. And Julian, all the audiences on online platforms.
She's a Trini.
Broadcasters.
Forgive her. She thinks she's in Queen's Park, Savannah.
Yeah, I in Queen's Park.
You think in Savannah.
Okay. Okay, folks.
This is Queen's Park, Bridgetown, Barbados.
Okay.
Not to be confused with Port of Spain, right?
Let's put our hands together now and welcome to ask and welcome our Secretary General of the CARICOM Secretariat. Let's welcome Dr. Carla Bennett to share some thoughts and some love and some whatever with us.
Thank you so much. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for the warm welcome. His Excellency, Very Reverend Jeffrey Gibson, Acting President of Barbados, Honorable Mia Mottley, Senior Counsel, Prime Minister of Barbados, other heads of government of the Caribbean community, ministers of government and officials from Barbados and other CARICOM member states and friends of CARICOM, members of the Host Country Management Committee and the Interim Festival Directorate, delegations and officials, for artists from member states and associate members, distinguished guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen all. What a significant moment for all of us who have gathered in beautiful Barbados for the Caribbean's cultural extravaganza, CARIFESTA 15. I extend very warm greetings to everyone here, both at the Queen's Park here and those watching this online across the wider Caribbean and in the diaspora. We just witnessed a spectacular parade of countries and other performances featuring a colorful explosion of music, dance, and talent. This has appropriately set the stage for the cultural feast of literary, visual and culinary arts, dance, theater, drama, and storytelling, which we will enjoy over the next 10 days. It gives me great pleasure to pay tribute to our gracious hosts, the government and people of Barbados, whose vision, passion, and tireless efforts have resulted in excellent arrangements for this flagship cultural event. This is the first staging of CARIFESTA, which was suspended due to the COVID-19 pandemic. The event has returned to Barbados for the third time, attesting to Barbados' deeply rooted commitment to regional integration and significant investments in arts and culture as a national and a regional priority. On behalf of CARICOM, I say a heartfelt thank you very much. I join the government of Barbados in welcoming heads of government, ministers of culture, and other government officials from our member states and associate members. I also warmly recognize all delegations of artists, cultural experts, and entrepreneurs, families and friends from CARICOM, the wider community, the wider Caribbean, and other parts of the world. I am especially delighted to welcome to CARIFESTA for the first time artists from the African continent who will stage highly acclaimed plays during this program. I also welcome our brothers and sisters from Latin America who will continue to support this premier regional festival. Distinguished guests, the rich and inspiring theme for CARIFESTA 15, Caribbean Roots, Global Excellence, is an affirmation of a simple but powerful truth. Our strength lies in understanding that at its core, our history and our heritage are the source of our impact far beyond the shores of our region. The internationally acknowledged excellence in artistic expression and the creative industries has given Caribbean artists a unique and indelible place in the global imagination. In CARICOM, heads of government have recognized culture as a priority area for building economic and social resilience, strengthening regional spirit and identity, and engaging our youth. As the largest and most enduring platform for regional cultural expression, collaboration, and connection, CARIFESTA is integral to the overall strategy to develop the region's creative sector. It is a catalyst for creative industry development, strategic partnerships, digital innovation, and opportunity for the professional development of artists. Ladies and gentlemen, the interim festival directorate, the host country management team, directors of culture across CARICOM, and staff of the Secretariat have prepared an exciting and diverse program for us to experience over the next 10 days. Thank you to the participants and performers who are ensuring that as we immerse ourselves in the sights, sounds, flavors, and ideas that this festival will offer, CARIFESTA 15 will be an enduring testament to the brilliance, boundless creativity, and resilience of the people of the Caribbean. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Give it up for a distinguished lady from Belize, my current country home.
I follow in him from Queen's Park, Savannah to Queen's Park.
You got it right. You got it right. And you're here in time for a mic drop and a mic check. Yeah? You ready for that?
Are you ready, Barbados?
Are you ready for a mic drop or a mic check? Which one? Mic check. Mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Check.
Mic drop, mic drop. Sun Rock.
Sun Rock. Ladies and gentlemen, the man has taken on the world and worked not only with artists here in Barbados, but across the region and beyond. And he's made a name for Barbados, very much like somebody else, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, give a big, big welcome to Sun Rock.
Yo. Yeah.
Mic drop.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check. Hey, CARIFESTA! Say yeah, yeah! I like it. Yo, so I want to do something with my CARIFESTA family, man. When I say something, you say anything. Yeah? When I say something, you say anything. Something. 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 Yeah. Look, I come from a place where we take cans. I make a steel pan. I come from a place where we beat buckets at sports and then start to put up behind. I come from bring me a land where we have sweet bread and things and damn. And look, when we're looking here at my people, all of we the stand equal. You ain't from Barbados, but you just beat drum. Yeah. You don't know the place that you come from. Yeah. And we come through the slavery, the riots, and the fighting. Yeah. And we come through the hardest and stay there writing. Yeah. So if you give me something, we give you. So if you give me something, we can give you. We get something or anything. Something. Because we want something or anything. Look. But we give you the marshals, we give you ball with the hardship, we give you rhymes and the story, we give it well. We tell you all of the times and my people in this the allegory. We sell ourselves, we put it up, put it line. Now look at we, who's the best. How you come from slavery a couple hundred years ago and like CARIFESTA. Because if you give me something, we give you anything. And if you give me something, we give you anything, 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 anything. I put one fist inside the ear for the people that pass and done know. Big up the box that the whips done crap on and they can't grow. And all my people that let go. Telling my people so. Telling them late no. Telling them got the flow and telling them late show. Every time you put a hand up in the air, remember all the people that went down before. Because them get something and we give them anything. Because them take something and we give them anything. When the tuna gravy was the last thing we had, and we had this to feed the children. when we had all the flows and all of the rhymes, but not instrumentation. So we beat buckets with a piece of wood. I beat the pan with the rock. We had tunes that we give you soca, now we give you everything that we got. Because if you give me something, we give you. Because if you give me something, we give you. Remember, peace. Anything, 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 anything. Ah, shit.
Mic drop, mic drop, mic drop. Give it up for Sunrock, everybody. Sunrock. And we move right into another big entertainer who needs absolutely, absolutely no introduction, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together and welcome Barbados's Biggie Irie. Welcome.
Everybody feeling alright? Ooh, yeah. Look it. Living in a world of confusion, problems every day. I'm wondering if there's a solution to help us along the way. Sometimes you never know the reason for all our ups and downs. Try every move to ease them. They just keep coming around. But one day, we put them all behind us. Problems, no more troubles, no more worries, no more fears. Put them all behind us. Problems, oh gosh. But one day, we put them all behind us. Problems, no more troubles, no more worries, no more fears. Put them all behind us. Problems, confusing our fears. Problems, problems. Barbados, let me hear you say yeah! Lord of mercy. Listen, check it. Struggling down a road that ain't easy. Things can get real tough. With trouble stepping out to confront me, ouch. Sometimes it gets too much. Problems can come at any hour. Whoa, we face them our own way. We all got to find the power to make it through the day. But one day, we'll put them all behind us. Problems, no more troubles, no more worries, no more fears. Put them all behind us. Problems, but one day, we put them all behind us. Problems, no more troubles, no more worries, no more fears. Put them all behind us. Problems, confusing our ears. Problems, problems, problems each and every day. Problems, problems. St. Lucia, let me see you. Jamaica, let me see you. Guyana, let me see you. Trinidad and Tobago, where are you? Yes, Suriname, Haiti. Barbados, let me hear you scream. Woo, yeah. Whoa, 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 yeah. Ah, yeah. Whoa, whoa. Woo, yeah. Whoa, yeah. Yeah, man, CARIFESTA 15. Listen, Chris. One day, hey, we'll put them all behind us. Problems, no more troubles, no more worries, no more fears. Put them all behind us. Problems, Barbados. But one day, we put them all behind us. Problems, read the flag. No troubles, no more worries, no more fears. Put them all behind us. Problems, confusing our fears. Problems, problems, Problems each and every day. Problems. Problems. Take it down for me. Take it down. Take it down. I want all the countries represented here tonight to just wave your flag in the air for me. Come on. All the countries. St. Vincent, St. Lucia, Trinidad and Tobago, Antigua, Grenada, Guyana. Everybody, come on, wave your hands. Let's wave those problems in the Caribbean away. I'm talking about gun violence. I'm talking about drugs. We gotta wave them away. Yeah? So I sing, don't let the problems get you down. They're gonna keep on coming round and round. Oh gosh, don't let the problems get you down. They're gonna keep on coming round and round. Caribbean people, don't let the problems get you down. They're gonna keep on coming round and round. Oh gosh, hey, don't let the problems get you down. Cause they're gonna keep on coming round and round. Oh, thank you very much. Happy CARIFESTA 15. I'll see you tonight at the Super Concert, Richard Stout Amphitheater. Have a wonderful 10 days in Barbados. Only say yeah. If you say yeah. Say yeah. Say yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Biggie. Wow. You get a big man for a big assignment. Give him a big hand, everybody. Speaking of big assignments. All right. You ready for this?
Yeah, let me hear you. Don't tell no bad jokes.
No, I'm a radio announcer. I don't tell jokes. All right. We're going to keep this special. I'll tell you why. We're here to introduce somebody who gave both of us an assignment some years ago. She was addressing a special tribute to Cigar Field Service, the right national hero.
It was the annual general meeting dinner.
Dinner, a big function.
Yeah.
Anyhow, at the Queen's Park.
Queen's Park.
Queen's Park in Trinidad. Oval, right. And this lady looked out at the audience and spotted Josanne and myself, and she says, Josanne Leonard and Julian Rogers, I want to wake up one morning, turn on my TV, and see what is happening in the Caribbean. I have to tell you, it has haunted us all these years. But I tell you, we are doing it right now because the TVs across the Caribbean are now showing what is happening across the Caribbean. Am I right?
It's our great pleasure, Julian. We fulfill part of our mission.
The assignment.
The assignment, and the Caribbean Broadcasting Corporation in particular must be given its kudos.
The best Caribbean connection.
The best Caribbean connection.
Okay.
And all over the next 10 days, all of you, apart from coming to the events and encouraging everyone to come, you can switch on, you can go online, you can encourage your friends and family in the diaspora and further afield to catch every single event happening in Barbados for CARIFESTA 15. You deserve a round of applause for that. Without further ado, Julian, with a little, not too much somberness, one of the big things that has happened in this particular CARIFESTA is Prime Minister Mottley insisting on some big conversations where we celebrate, we eat our food, we dance to our music, we have a good time, we lime, we drink brown rum, white rum, all kind of rum.
And we have big talk.
And we have big talk, but serious talk for serious times. And this CARIFESTA has put that on the agenda. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our Prime Minister of Barbados and host of CARIFESTA 15 and one of our trailblazing Caribbean leaders on the global stage. Bejan.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Prime Minister of Barbados, the Honorable Mia Mottley.
Mottley.
Thank you, Josanne. Thank you, Julian. Distinguished guests all, but in particular, forgive me for singling out the President, Acting President of Barbados, Reverend Jeffrey Gibson, the President of Guinea-Bissau, my dear brother who is visiting us, Vice President of Colombia who is also visiting us and who opened the Embassy of Colombia in Barbados yesterday, and indeed the distinguished Foreign Minister of Haiti, the Premier of the British Virgin Islands, the Minister of Culture from Venezuela, and indeed, my friends, all of the other visiting delegates who are here with us, members of the Cabinet of Barbados, the Judiciary, Chief Justice in particular and his wife, and of course, the dignified public servants of Barbados on whom we rely to be able to keep our governance together. I want to welcome you all to Bridgetown. Let me hear you. Hello. Bridgetown is now communicating to the rest of the region. Hello. Cannot hear you, especially our students. And please forgive me if I start with our young people. In 1981, I was just about 15 years old when CARIFESTA was first held in this country. I understood then what it meant to me and what it excited in my imagination for what are the possibilities of this Caribbean civilization. I understood then that we have a story to tell to the world. And while we have been doing it in bits and pieces, we have now, especially at this time in the 21st century, when the world is facing all kinds of conflict and difficulties, when we ourselves have not met as a Caribbean community in CARIFESTA since the COVID pandemic, when there are problems arising, but you heard Biggie Irie just now, put them behind us. For these 10 days, we have come together to create, to express, to work with each other. And let us always remember that the Caribbean has never waited for calm to create. We have created some of our best work in the storms. We have created some of our best work under tyranny and oppression. And therefore, we determined as a nation, Barbados, that we would work with the CARIFESTA Secretariat to give life once again, even in these difficult times, to the expression of creativity in the Caribbean civilization. So my friends, I say welcome to you, and over these next 10 days, I want you to have a little piece of everything that the Caribbean has to offer. From tomorrow morning in Golden Square Freedom Park, there are the big conversations with Prime Minister Ralph Gonsalves and myself and Sir Hilary Beckles and others. From tomorrow in Broad Street, in the heart of our town, you will have a fashion show. And in that fashion show, even though Rihanna cannot be here, Fenty Beauty will be a part of that fashion show. We will have from tonight, for those of you who leave this part of Bridgetown, I say to you, go straight up to the National Botanical Gardens, and you will have the opportunity to hear from the Caribbean All-Star Band right back through to Gaston, my brother. 40 years of Burning Flames will be right here out of Barbados tonight, burning all the way. Machel Montano, and then, of course, all who miss crop over, a slew of Bajan artists ending up bringing the show together, making it possible for us to give this CARIFESTA a launch that is very special. My friends, we will have gospel, we will have drama, we will have arts and craft, we will have a display for those who believe that here is special in everything that we as Caribbean people do. We will have almost every aspect of creativity over the course of the next 10 days. And I want to say to you that it has been made all the more special because I would like all of the students who came in for the Prime Minister's Student Jamboree for CARIFESTA to stand so we in this country can give you a special welcome, because 50 and 60 and 70 years from now, you must tell the story of today to your children and grandchildren. And that is why we have made a special place for you to come. And I want to thank Reverend Dr. Nigel Taylor for leading the effort of coordinating with our volunteers for you here. God bless you, and may you appreciate the genius of Caribbean culture and understand that it is your responsibility to carry this culture and to tell our stories to the rest of the world. But we didn't only stop with the Caribbean today. We determined that this CARIFESTA must also be about where we have come from and where we have gone to. And therefore, during the course of CARIFESTA, you will see productions and participation from our brothers and sisters in Africa. And you will also see, as you saw from this stage this evening, our brothers and sisters from Cuba, from Panama, from Venezuela, because in every instance, we have had people who emigrated to these countries once they settled here. And of course, Panama being the special one, because one in almost every 4 Bajan adult males, more than a century ago, left this nation to go and help build the Panama Canal. But like with Caribbean people, all of this is also brought together by our food and our stories, and just simply our liming together and making new friends and making new possibilities. My friends, this is not an evening for long speeches. So I have come simply to say to you that this CARIFESTA must leave a legacy. The legacy in the minds of our young people. The legacy with respect to the electronic marketplace that Barbados is committed to creating for those of you who are practitioners of Caribbean civilization, because it is not only enough for your stories to go to the rest of the region through broadcasts and social media today, but we want it to last so that the world understands that our contribution to humanizing the world, to seeing people, to hearing people, to feeling people, to recognizing that fairness and social justice must find itself at the core of our world today. The Caribbean represents the best example of it and will continue to be able to promulgate that to the rest of the world at this very difficult time, whether it is as a result of wars and conflict, geopolitical difficulties, or regrettably, that thing that caused Bermuda almost not to be here, the climate crisis and the hurricanes and the floods of the region. We know we are a resilient people, and we know that we can rise above it. But we equally know that if we do so with a pep in our step, and if we do so with a lilt in our voice, and if we do so appreciating the lyrics and the masquerade, and above all else the food of this region, and the people of this region, and the spirit of this region, then I tell you, my friends, in spite of all that we face today, we can be optimistic for the future of this Caribbean region. Our people are always our greatest resource. And while we may have challenges, we have it within us to rise above it in a way that those who came before rose above it with less than we have today. I say to you that one of the things that pleases my government as well is that only today we signed an agreement to purchase the historical records of Banyan Productions out of Trinidad and Tobago, which captures the digital archives of the last 40 years of the Caribbean. And we in Barbados are committed to making those archives available to all Caribbean people, because at the end of the day, whether it is going to watch George Lamming give the eulogy of Maurice Bishop, or whether it is the 40 tapes that we have of CARIFESTA 1981, or whether it is elements of masquerade across the region, or interviews from the northern into the southern Caribbean, Those archives will give the opportunities to our young people to build upon this and to create even more for us as a people. All that is left for me to do is to say to all who have made this event possible, thank you. And in particular, to those who have traveled to Barbados to be a part of CARIFESTA. I want to thank you for participating, not just in this opening ceremony, but for all that will come in the next 10 days. And to the young people in particular, and we had over 200 stilt walkers from Barbados, young stilt walkers. We have given them an opportunity not just to be in an opening ceremony of CARIFESTA, but we have given them a chance to ensure that they can now master that craft and, if necessary, make a living from the skills that they have learned in preparation for today. So, with that, I'd like us all make our way tonight to the National Botanical Gardens, to the first of the super concerts, and tomorrow morning, as we say, meet me in Golden Square, and let us start this 10-day trek to ensure that this becomes one of the best CARIFESTAs ever. God bless you. God bless Barbados. God bless the Caribbean. God bless our brothers and sisters from Africa and Central and Latin America who have joined us. We are one people, one aim, one destiny. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Prime Minister Mia Amor Mottley, thank you very much. Isn't that great to be able to have someone extend on behalf of this country that kind of welcome, not just to the Caribbean, but to the world.
And Prime Minister Mottley speaks not just for Barbados as the host country, but for the entire region, and we've done a fantastic job. And a big shout out to, I too want to echo, to all the young people who came from all over the Caribbean. Big shout out. Make some noise.
Now, I have a little housekeeping to do because the next performers need not only this stage, but that stage. And the stage I'm referring to out there is all of the aisles. If you are in the aisle, can I ask that you shift, as we say in Barbados? No. Move wrong. Scotch, etc. Okay? So if you're in the aisles, can I ask you, right, the aisles, just clear the aisles because the performers are going to be coming through and performing so that they get very, very close to the audience. You got that? So, you see this guy with the broom? That's all part of the housekeeping. Yeah. He definitely had practice at home. No doubt about that. We're impressed, young man. Give this guy a hand here because he's showing you how to sweep. Yeah, all right? That's good. That's good stuff. And while I say that, I think you have to give a big hand to the people you don't see on this stage except with the broom cleaning like now, clearing the way. But productions like these take an army of people who are there to ensure that everything works like clockwork. So I want you to give a big hand to the production people. All the people you see in black T-shirts and whatever else, and in blue too, and mark some of the NCF, etc. All right? So give a bigger hand than that to the production people. And let's extend another welcome to those who are following us by electronic media.
So that's all our broadcasters, TV and radio, lots of online platforms. Julian, we got a lot of people coming in, journalists and others coming in. And if not tonight, but from tomorrow, he want to hug me up. From tomorrow,
I'm safer.
Everything that we're doing, we're going to have partners in San Andres, Colombia, Mexico, Cayman, further north, Ghana Broadcasting Corporation, lots of media. You can't believe what was happening today. I feel real sorry for Chris Cook Johnson because they were coming in fast and furious. I think we need to be pretty proud of that. We've actually fulfilled something where we're not just talking to ourselves here, we're really communicating with the world.
And that's very important, that we bring the world into our world, and we share our world, of course, with the rest of the world. That's the whole experience of a CARIFESTA, and in particular, this CARIFESTA 15. And of course, the CARIFESTA goes back many decades now, having been hosted by several other countries, not just by Barbados, by Trinidad and Tobago, by Guyana, Jamaica, by Cuba, and of course, down in St. Kitts and Nevis as well.
And Suriname.
And Suriname. So we've had this CARIFESTA everywhere across this region, every 4 years except for...
Except for COVID.
All right, and maybe the oil crisis too. So let us make way for a very special treat as we welcome a great pageant of culture on this stage.
We're going to see a grand control presentation put together by the Special Events Coordinator of CARIFESTA 15, Dawn Lisa Calendar. Put your hands together as we await the cultural presentation, which we're all quite excited to see.
Welcome.
Blue mist flowing in from the ocean to the fishermen's houses. From these shores, I was born.
one with the land, sailing from Haiti to Lainiga to Cubao, and there was peace.
Columbus from his afterdeck watched stars.
Absorbed in water, melt in liquid amber drifting.
Columbus from his afterdeck watched heights he hoped for, rocks he dreamed. Rise solid from my simple water.
Slaughter that his soldiers furthered. Pike point,
Pike
and
point,
musket butt,
musket butt,
splintered courage.
bones.
Rivers washed red and new waves crashed against the shore. The cry of pirates and Barbados men. Indentured work in the lands was never enough.
The waves brought a new people, skin glistening like onyx.
Packed tight, tongues dancing with new rhythm.
Limbo, 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 limbo like me, limbo, limbo like me, limbo, limbo like me, limbo, limbo like me. And the limbo stick is the silence in front of me. Limbo, limbo like me, limbo, limbo like me.
Long dark night and the silence in front of me.
Limbo, limbo like me. Limbo, limbo like me.
Stick hit sound and the ship like it ready. Stick hit sound and the dark still steady.
Limbo, limbo, limbo like me. Limbo, limbo like me.
Long dark deck and the water surround me. Long dark deck and the silence is over me.
Limbo, limbo like me. Limbo, limbo like me.
Stick is the wet and the dark deck is slavery. Stick is the wet and the dark
1,000 souls crossed the great river and found themselves property. Massa by me, he won't kill me, oh. He won't kill me. Massa by me, he won't kill me, oh. He won't kill me. Massa by me, he won't kill me, oh. He killed me, shipped me regular. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah.
be silenced. From their pain and suffering emerged a new rhythm, a new story, a shared experience born in anguish and hidden in plain sight. Dancing with new cultures and new sounds.
Can you hear a distant drum beating up the laughter of a melody? Yeah, yeah. And does the spirit tell you come, 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 come? Does the spirit do and dance to this symphony? Yeah, yeah. Does it tell you that your heart is a fire? Oh, yeah. Does it tell you that your pain is a liar? Oh, yeah. Does it wash away all your unlovelies? Is it ready for a brand new discovery? Calypso, Calypso, Calypso music. Yeah, yeah. Calypso, 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 music. Sing it, oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, Calypso. Sing it, oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, Calypso. You say that I am the seed of the ground and tied up now. Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, Calypso. It is a living vibration, rooted deep within me, Caribbean belly. Music to make a politician dream. I turn a woman's body into jelly. It's a sweet song of music, Calypso. You could have never refuse it, Calypso. Why you shaking your don't Calypso? Why you shaking your don't know why, Calypso? Sing it if you know it. Calypso, Calypso, Calypso music. Yeah, Calypso, Calypso, Calypso music. Sing it, oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, Calypso. Sing it, oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, Calypso. Sing it, oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, Calypso. Sing it, oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, Calypso. Put your hands up in the air for Calypso music, yeah. Put your hands up in the air for Calypso. Put your hands up in the air for Calypso. calypso, gigaite. Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, calypso.
A new culture was born on waves rushing across the Caribbean seas.
Gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. Look up in the air, there's nothing but blue sky. Look straight ahead, there's nothing but blue sky. Yeah. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Yeah. Here is the rainbow I've been praying for. Oh, it's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. Oh, it's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. Oh, 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 it's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. Sing it with me one more time. Yo, it's gonna be a bright, 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 sunshiny day. Oh, yeah.
Let me let it go. 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 CARIFESTA. Stand firm like a sword, the world on your shoulder. You're feeling like the boat sinking. March out, no time to hesitate. Got to open the gate. It's time to stop thinking. You can hear who you wanna be. Fly like the birds and the bees. Fun, bad mind philosophy. Bounce and shock out, never see. Woo! Don't you know when the stakes are high, you still get up? Hey, don't you know when the chips are down, you still let go? Hey, hey, line me up yourself, show me your love. Shout out the anthem, oh, shout out the anthem, oh. Wanna ready? CARIFESTA. Let me hear ya. Original swing. It's such a beautiful thing. No limitation. Do whatever you want. We do whatever we want. No limitation. No, we don't care if you just want to dance. We know that this can be our last chance. Bounce in the room, ready to move. Time to decide in your way. Hey, don't you know when the stakes are high, you still get low? Don't you know when the chips are down?
Too long we've been waiting for the season again, and we can't wait no more.
Every single party see me there with my bracelet, my friends and family.
From the time we get the liquor in, we come. The energy, you know we turn it up. Everyone away,
like a family.
Put your hand in the
hand in the air, hand in the air.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Ready up, I say, show the stress away. It's time for we to show the world we ready to go.
You ready? You ready?
Let me go.
Are you ready? Hand in the air.
So if you're ready,
to drop on the ground.
Ready?
Put your hat up in the air. Let's not stop that music. Who loves Rihanna? Please don't stop the music. About this side, you love music? Please don't stop the music. Up center, do you love music? Say, please don't stop the music. Oh yeah. Hey. It's getting late. I'm making my way over to my favorite place. I gotta get my body moving, shake the stress away. I wasn't looking for nobody, but you look my way. Possible candidate, yeah. Ooh, that should be up in here looking like you do. You're making staying over here impossible. Baby, I'ma say our aura is incredible. If you don't have to go, do you know what just started? I just came here, and now we're rocking on the dance floor, acting like your hands are on my waist. Just let the music play. We're hand in hand, chest to chest. If you know it, say, I wanna take you away. Let's escape into the music. DJ, let it play. I just get me like the way you keep on rocking. Please don't stop the music. I wanna take you away. Let's escape into the music. DJ, let it play. I just can't refuse it. That's the way you do it. Keep on rocking to it. Please don't stop the music. Barbados, Caribbean. Yeah. I put them in the air. Sing it. Everybody know. Let me see you drum. Hey. Jump and let us sing. Love and unity. One make a Mahalia. Jump and let us sing. Love and unity. One make a Mahalia. And what? Walk it up. Walk it up. Walk it up. Hey. The fussing and the fighting and the war must. What? Yes, sir. The fussing and the fighting and the war. From there we live as one. Just have to put down the drugs. Yeah. Yeah. Put down the drugs in my
The lights go down tonight here at the Queen's Park for the opening of CARIFESTA 15. What an absolutely thrilling performance. Let's hear it. Let's hear it for the cultural president.
Let's hear it for all these fine performers tonight. That is truly a welcome to CARIFESTA 15. Really, I mean, you guys can do a lot better than that because you need to send a message to everybody across the Caribbean that this is really the joy of CARIFESTA, and we have brought it to you via the media across the region. And I want to say a special welcome to my friends in Belize following this broadcast on, of course, none other than Greater
so no
Belize
more talk.
Media, right?
Right.
GBM, the team over there, who just copped so many prizes at the recent Caribbean Broadcasting Union Awards.
Right, so we need to give everybody a chance to kind of just freshen up, get home. Well, I don't know if you're going to get home because we're going to cross to tonight, folks. The first big super concert of CARIFESTA 15 is happening at the Bridgetown Amphitheater, and it should be starting anytime now.
That's it. So, what's left for you people to do? But enjoy yourselves, continue to enjoy CARIFESTA. Most importantly, be very, very safe. There's a lot of food, a lot of drink, and a lot of friends that you haven't seen in a long time. And especially, if you see anybody from any other country across the Caribbean and beyond the Caribbean who are here, please give them a special hug and welcome them to Barbados for CARIFESTA 15.
Good night, everybody. See you
Good night.
soon. Good night.
All the best. Enjoy and be safe.